I had a really hard time seeing. Today, we're gonna make the tailgate for this thing. That's gonna be the only hold up to me doing the sheet metal on it, because I need to lift this treehouse up so I don't melt it with the welder basically. So I'm gonna knock out all the welding. It's gonna happen on this, and then I'm gonna build the tailgate, and then we'll do the sheet metal around this thing and get this treehouse on for good. Ha, okay. The idea is that I'm going to sheet metal across all of this down into there, and then I'm going to cut this off here. I'm going to leave this as a step, but I'm going to end up building a tailgate that fastens into this part here, and it's all going to seal up against all the stuff that's in line. Hopefully that makes sense. All right. I'm gonna try to not catch the treehouse on fire. I'm gonna have to get my grinder out after this weld. I don't normally pulse weld, but I'm kind of having to do that right now. It's a tool to be used in specific at specific times, not all the time. That's my opinion. I'll shut up now. I'm gonna get to work. If you want to see welds that dirty, you're going to have to subscribe to my my OnlyFans, because I'm not showing that to the general public. You have to pay to see dirty welds. Dirty, dirty welds like that from me. Link in the description. All right. Little change of plans. I'm finished welding on the base as far as I'm aware. So that means that the treehouse can sit on there and I don't have to move it up and down or move it out of the way of what I'm welding. I cannot do the tailgate right now because I don't have anything to make a hinge or I don't have a hinge. So I'm gonna keep thinking about it. I might come up with something, but right now I can't think of any way to make the tailgate flop out basically and be on a pivot point. So I'm holding off on that right now. But the treehouse can stay, so now I'm going to work on skinning the outside. Hopefully I have enough material. I'm pretty sure I do. So that's what's going to happen now. Every time I say something, I have to take it back. All right, here we go. Don't mind the daylight poking through the lights. Seam sealer. Okay, we're all skinned up. If I had a way to bend this stuff, I would have bent all this stuff to fit inside of the frame and hidden all the rivets on the inside. But because I can't bend these up, I had to do them away. That just kind of looks not the greatest, but you know, it'll be okay. I'm gonna do like what normal trailer manufacturers do. And wherever the metal comes together after we seam seal it all, I'm going to cap it with a 90-degree, like, what do you call that, 90-degree extrusion or whatever. So it'll cover up all the sheet metal edges for the most part. Yeah, that's what we'll do, I think. But yeah, she's all sheet metaled up. Now I need to figure out what I'm going to do about the tailgate. I have a plan on how I'm going to build the tailgate, but I really would like to have the hinge so that I can base it off of that movement kind of deal. Yeah, we are going to have to buy some material. We've been very fortunate in the fact that I saved every little piece of metal that I thought was good. So all of this is all from scrap pieces we had laying around in my metal hut. It's really come in handy. But I am going to have to buy some more of this stuff here. This 90-degree extrusion. Because I'd like to go around the whole entire perimeter with that. And if I get big enough stuff, we can cover up, yeah, these corners here. We'll cap that off. That should be the only material I need to buy besides maybe a hinge. I'm going to keep looking around in my junk to see if I have anything I can use. But that's where we're at right now. All right, it's the next day. I spent the morning cleaning up the upper barn since this treehouse is not taking up all the space. I was able to clean up there a bit and, you know, just kind of tidy up so that we have space to function up there, not have to sneak around everything. But anyway, so today is going to be the last fabrication day. There is some final work that needs to be done, but it's really small stuff that's probably not going to get filmed because it's not very interesting. But we're going to finish up the rear door today. I do not have a hinge, but I have come up with the plan on getting around not having a hinge, and we'll get it attached afterwards. So, got my assortment of tubes. I'm on my last stick, my last full stick of 1x1. So, but that's okay. I should have enough between all of this stuff and that one to do stuff. Got my spacers here, which I'm going to end up clamping onto here with the 1x1s to get my spacing, basically, so that it'll not crash into this thing whenever I open and close it. That should keep it nice and solid while I'm welding it all up. All right, here we go. It seems like it's going to work. I'm going to go ahead and design the sheet metal that's going to go across this tailgate and get that on. And then it's pretty much flanges for seals. So basically, I'm going to have a bulb seal that seals along the flat side of this bar right here. This is hot, so I don't want to touch it. But they're going to attach here and here. And I'll put bulb seal across that. I'm also going to do that 90-degree extrusion the whole way across there with bulb seal on that to seal against this. And that'll seal up this entire thing and also create a barrier so that if any water gets past that, it can't come into the treehouse or the trailer camper thing, because it's going to have that 90-degree extrusion. So yeah, that should work out pretty good. That's a lot of fiddle fouling. I never liked doing flanges when we were doing these tree houses in general. Basically this stuff that the seal lands on. It's a lot of fiddle fouling. I'm not going to film that. I'm just going to knock it out. So let me get the skin cut out on this and we'll finish this up. Should also mention that I do plan on running a piano hinge basically along this entire underside. I did leave myself a gap so that it should hinge out nice and good like without crashing into itself. So we need to purchase that. But that's what that's what I'm thinking I'm gonna use for going across that. All right. I dropped that out, but we don't have a hinge on that yet. We're still waiting on that. So I think this is where I'm gonna leave this one off. We got a lot done. Like, this thing is really looking like something. A little bit of fiddle faddling left to do with the final little touches like flanges, latches for these guys. It's gonna latch on the inside. So basically you have to open up this door to unlatch that for it to pivot down. So we need to get a hinge, and we need to get some angle extrusion to go across here and seal. We need to get some lights, some brake lights basically. So we're gonna end up doing strip lights here for the brake lights instead of reusing these, because they kind of look ugly. And I don't really know of a good place to put them at this point. I kind of chopped out everything of where it would go. So I think that's where we're gonna end off this one. We got it skinned. We got the tailgate made. We did a lot of riveting and drilling, and that's no fun. I'm just kidding, it's fine. It really reminds me of, you know, the Snap Campers days, and just like running through these things as fast as I possibly could while also still trying to do a good job. But you know, on this one specifically, I don't have to nitpick everything. I can kind of just, you know, make it happen, which is kind of fun. It's kind of fun to not have to be a perfectionist about everything and know that it's going to be okay anyway, because it's just for you and you can live with it. I can, at least. So let me know what you guys think. Is it dumb? I think it's kind of cool. Mandy's super pumped to have something. Like, we're really close. And I think this is the point where I'm going to hand the ball over to Mandy, and she's going to take care of the final touches on the inside. And she's going to film that stuff. That's her department. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that bullshit. And I'll catch you next time. Goodbye. It's just about time to go camping.